Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. Some people call me AJ. I'm a Canadian, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm an online coach, and I'm a personal trainer. I thought today we could just hang out and we could do one of those vlogs where it's like, let's vlog as if we're on FaceTime together vibes. Not sure if any of y'all know what I'm talking about, but I kind of love those ones where it's just somebody who I enjoy watching, going about their everyday life, their everyday things. We're hanging out together. So let's hang out together today.
Number 205, Amanda.
Per usual, there's always a million and one things on my mind. And the thing that's on my mind right now is the way that I have really set up my coach to be the bad guy in my dating life, or shall I say, in my non-existent dating life. And I'll explain to you exactly what I'm talking about. People will always ask me to do things, get food, go out, and I always just tell them,
I'll ask my coach. I'll see what my coach says.
and truth of the matter is, whatever I would ever ask my coach, he would tell me,
Amanda, you're a free human being. You can do whatever you want.
say when it comes down to something like food or eating or whatever, of course he would say something similar along the lines of, you're a free human being. However, things that my coach tells me to put inside my mouth are things that are directly correlated to my goals. And by this I mean food. Get your mind out of the gutter. What I'm saying is that since I hired my coach about 18 months ago, I've always used him as a scapegoat to get out of shit I don't want to do. And I feel like I need to just start being more honest with people, telling people like that I don't want to do it. An easy example, because I don't know if any of this is making any sense right now, is if someone were to ask me if I wanted to go out and get food, and I do have a free meal per se, so I know that I could go and get food, I will still say something along the lines of, let me run this by my coach and I'll see what my coach says. And that way, if I decide I don't want to do it, I can just tell that person, oh, sorry, coach said no, can't make it happen. 1 second, I'll be right back. We're back. Whew. That I'm getting to here is A, if you were my coach and you're watching this, I'm sorry. Also, I guess I'm not sorry, because the reason that they don't like you is because I'm so committed to my goals. And you know what? Actually, we are not sorry for that. We are not sorry for being committed to our goals. We love our goals. We live by our goals. We eat, sleep, breathe our goals. Hello. And two, if you're some dude that's been in my DMs and you're trying to do something or hang out or whatever, just know that if I've said something like this to you, I'm just buying myself some time to figure out where I truly stand with the matter of it. I don't want to get into something that I don't want to get into, and I don't always know right in that second moment if you ask me something, if it's something that I want to get into or not. Today, Thursday, September 21st, your girl is just headed on her way to work. For the most part, today is relatively chill by my own considerations. I have one of my clients. I don't typically work mornings, absolutely ever. This is a hard rule I have. Thursdays, however, I do have one of my long-standing clients who has a 10:30 a.m. slot, and because I love her, I'm keeping it. So yeah, we're literally just gonna go to work and we have one client, and then I'm gonna go and train quads over at Pure. Later today, we'll go back to work, take care of a few more clients. Kind of it, that's kind of the day. Boo, she's back. Hi. Now it's time for me to absolutely kill it as per usual. I'm a few minutes out from the gym. It is quad day. Let's get it poppin'. Coach put me on a new program like a week or two ago. Has been absolutely murderous. Question people ask me a lot is about programs and how long you should follow a program for. In my opinion, there's not really a black and white answer. If you've been following the same program for probably more than 16 weeks, there's a good chance, and you've been following it consistently, there's a really good chance that you've already gotten everything that you could have gotten out of that program, and it's really gonna be time for you to switch it up. However, let's say you're still making a lot of progress. Let's say, you know, getting the results that you want. Sure, I mean, follow it for longer if you'd like. In my opinion though, the sweet spot for starting and completing a program is about 12 weeks. Usually within those 12 weeks, you do as much as you can and you get as much of it as you can out of it. Let's say, for example, you are striving for a physique related goal. After those 12 weeks, you would check in on your physique, see how you progressed with that program, and if you achieved what you wanted to achieve. Chances are that if you filled some gaps, you might start seeing some new ones. So then it would be time to reprogram and get a jump on that. Also, if you are not following a structured program, then you really need to start following a structured program. I am being your friend right now, and I'm telling you straight the fuck up. Get yourself on a program. If you don't know where to start, hello, your girl is a coach. Hit me up. I will get you started. Anywhoosie, let's go train quads. besties. That was my training sesh. I guess I don't really know why I picked up the camera, or sorry, why I picked up the FaceTime, because you and I are just on FaceTime. Whatever. Well, we ate our cream of rice. It was absolutely freaking delicious per usual. And now I'm just going back to work. I think if there's anything else that's fun that I'm doing today. Today I have to go to the grocery store. I need to get extra lean ground beef. So I do need to pick some up and get some of that shit cooked. I guess something that would make these vlogs more interesting is if I had like some fun drama, some fun tea. If I'm being completely truthful, prep has taught me the art of A, detachment, and B, just how to be an untriggered, unaffected human being when problems arise. Anytime that there is something that like could be triggering or could be problematic or could be something that, you know, maybe work up the typical person, it's something that literally does not affect me at all. Ever since I have started working on this, we'll call it an art, this art of detachment, or this art of present and forward thinking, life has just significantly improved. My entire life, I've never been a religious human being. Your girl has recently gotten a little bit into spirituality, and I have been debating these last couple of videos if I had wanted to say anything about that or speak on it at all. But I guess to summarize it, super short and sweet, I just felt this pull or this push. I don't know whether it's a pull or it's a push yet from the universe that is just guiding me towards becoming a better version of myself. I know I probably sound like every cheesy self-help podcast, your higher self, and you know, acting like your higher self. And truthfully, this is just what I've been doing to navigate difficult situations. If I find myself in any sort of predicament, just ask myself how my higher self would respond to this predicament. I use that version of myself and how they would respond to guide what I'm going to do or say, or how I'm going to let something affect me. Truthfully, since getting more into spirituality, I've also realized just how consumed so many people around me are, not only even with like their own problems, but with other people's problems. It's just starting to feel absolutely absurd to me. An example of this was someone reach out and they were like, hey, like, have you talked to so-and-so lately? And I was like, no, why? And they're like, oh, I'm really concerned about them because their boyfriend said X, or their boyfriend did X, or whatever. Listen, why are you letting yourself get stressed out about this? One, it's not even your problem. You're not even involved. And two, I am in this firm state where I genuinely believe that everything is happening for us and nothing is happening to us. Whether we know why something that we perceive as negative is happening, who knows? It might not be a negative. It could be a very positive thing. Listening to this other podcast the other day, and they were telling this story about a man, and his son brings home a horse, and everyone in the village is like, wow, that's so amazing, your son brought home a horse. And the man says, could be good, could be bad, we'll find out. This guy, he starts riding his horse, falls off and breaks his leg. Everyone in the town is like, oh my god, he broke his leg. And the man is like, it could be bad, it could be good, let's find out. I'm not exactly sure what the timeline of this story is, but then at some point there's a war and people are getting recruited for the war. This man's son can't go off to war because he has a broken leg. And everyone in the town is like, oh, your son is so lucky, he doesn't have to go to war. And the man says, could be good, could be bad, let's find out. Not me going on a little 4-minute rampage about spirituality and detachment and like living in the present moment. Yeah, I have officially become a super spirituality girl. I feel like this is it. This is my icebreaker. I'm finally gonna start talking about it, which is good for me because it's literally all I fucking think about. When anything happens, it excites me. It's good or whether it's bad, it excites me because the feeling that I have is just my perception of that current event in this current time. Genuinely believe that there is reason for literally every single little thing that the universe puts forth on. And I'm so excited to find out, you know, why the universe put that there. And I understand that sometimes we might go our entire lives without figuring out why, but that's the fun, right? Quickly, I'm just gonna wrap this up. It's another really good example was just when everything happened to my car. Everyone around me was stressed out, literally except for me, because for all I know, everything that happened with my car, my engine blowing up on the side of the road, maybe was saving me from an accident that I would have been in that day. It was saving me from, you know, something worse happening, but I don't know. And because I choose to look at it like that, and because I choose to believe it that way, that, you know, it happened for me, not to me, I never let it hold me back. I never let it I never let it negatively impact my everyday life. Oh, that's it. I'm gonna go to work now. I'll see you guys later. I was gonna be at work like an hour early, so we did go to the grocery store. Ground beef. I'll just keep it in the fridge. Fun. We're gonna heat up a meal. I will show you guys, because that seems like a good time. We have chicken, rice, and green beans. Lots of rice. Oh, I'm home. Let's talk the agenda for the rest of the evening. I just ate meal 4. I'm gonna shower. Then I'm going to study for a little bit because I'm taking another course, which is fun. I just eat my last meal and I'll go to bed because she is a grandma. We already knew that. And with that being said, this is where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. If you like this video, you like this video. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow along for the journey. I will leave you with one simple message. Cave you are scared to enter holds the treasure that you seek. That's deep. That's so deep. That's what she said. Bye. I love you. Thanks for watching. See you next week.